As the man grabbed his change from the bus driver, he quickly looked and realized he had given too much change back. So as he's walking down the stairs, he's left with a dilemma. Do I just forget it's only 50 cents? Or do I turn around and give the bus driver the extra change? He decided to turn around. So as he's walking back up the stairs, he now knows the bus driver is smiling. As he hands him the money, he goes, I think you gave me too much change on accident. The bus driver goes, oh no, that was on purpose. You see, I know you're the new pastor in town, and I want to see what you would do in a situation like that. As he smiled even bigger, he goes, I know that you're a good person. That church is in good hands. Well, hey, my name's Chace Steeves. I'm one of the associate pastors at the Fallbrook campus. And today I get to continue our 2-week study on the fruit of the Spirit. And today we're going to hit goodness. And I think goodness, if we simply boil it down, is a thoughtful consideration of others. It's the idea of having integrity and moral excellence. And it's important in the life of a believer. It's why Matthew 5:16 says, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deed and they may glorify your Father in heaven. You see, God gets glory when we're good. In prepping for this, I read an article. It says, goodness is impermanent and organic, meaning it can progress as well as regress, and that we have to be steadfast in caring for ourselves and for the world at large. It can come and go. It's like a muscle that we need to stretch, we need to exercise, we need to lift weights to build up. Because if we stop, it can quickly leave just as quick as we got it. It's why Galatians 6:9 tells us not to grow tired of doing good. I think a really cool way to look at goodness is holiness in practice. It's holiness, this idea of being set apart, of being different, put into practice. There's an action behind it. It's visible by the people that we see. And so maybe you're watching this and you're thinking, Chace, I'm not a good person. Well, I know scriptures say that God alone is good and that we in our own power, our own ability are not. So if you're sitting here thinking I'm not good, maybe we need to tap into the source and say, God, I need your goodness. God, will you help me better understand how you're a good father? And in return, I could be that to this world so that they get glory, that you get glory in what I do. It's a result of having that personal relationship with Jesus, which as we grow in our relationship, we look more and more like Jesus, which I think is the point of the fruit of the Spirit in the first place, that we begin to look like the image bearers that Jesus has called us to be as we reflect him. So the question then is, how can we choose to be good, and who can we choose to be good to today? We get the choice. We're going to wake up, we're going to do it, or we're not going to do it. And Luke 6:27 says, to you who are willing to listen, I say, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, and bless those who curse you. It's Galatians 6:10 that says, as we have opportunity, let's do good to all people, especially those who belong to the family of believers. Again, do good. It's an action to our enemies, to our believers, to everyone. So maybe for some of you, that goodness is something really hard. Like maybe you're walking through a family member who has a health sickness, and for the last year, you've given up your freedom to be present with them in their time of need. But I think for many of us, this could be a simple day-to-day thing of these small acts to show goodness. It's to your son or daughter who finally read the book for the 100th time, but read it all by themselves this time. And you close that book and you're beaming and give them a big old hug, and you pause and you show goodness. It's to your coworker who went above and beyond in the area of work, and you acknowledge that. And you send them a quick text message saying, thanks for being on our team. It's to a friend who's going through a really difficult time, and you just send them a quick letter or a text message and say, I see you, I'm here for you. It's to in line at Costco, and you're finally in line to get your pizza, and the lady next to you is juggling 2 kiddos, and you let her cut in front of you so that she can get her food a little bit quicker. It's these small acts of goodness that we could do throughout our day, and ultimately that God's going to get glory for those. So I just encourage you, let's look for those opportunities, let's put that muscle into practice, and let's be good people. Love you, dosers. We'll see you next time.